Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to get underway for Game 2 between the Archers and Bombers.
Hello, hello.
The Archers took Game 1. This is Ken Bone bringing it to you alongside Tom Wilkerson. How are you this evening, Tom?
Good.
Fantastic evening for Wiffle Ball. About 71 degrees at first pitch.
Yeah.
Which hits Roy Rank in the shoulder, and we're underway.
Must-win game for the Bombers. Archers were all over Josh Wheeler last game.
Yeah, that last game was, I don't know, that was kind of the story of Josh Wheeler's year. He gave up a few hits here and there, managed to limit the damage until a freak accident out in the field cost him a couple of runs. It just seems like it's always something with the guy. He's got a 0.5 ERA with a 1-3 record in the regular season. Yeah, something has to account for that.
That was unfortunate, the way that game ended. It was a heck of a game. It was a good try. I mean, there was some hard-hit balls in that game. That ball was hit hard. But somebody's got to win. The Archers are now in a very powerful position. They'll be throwing Tony Cochran in this game. And Cam Smith he's done it for many years for the Bombers. We'll see if he can lead them to a Game 3.
Yeah, Cam's always the biggest when the lights are brightest here. His last start to get the Bombers into the playoffs, he was tremendous against the Thunderbirds, shutting them out.
We got 4-1 count.
That's what I saw, yeah. Cam delivers to Rory here. High, ball 5, and they're going to put him on second. We're not messing with any 56 and under pitches this early in the game. Cam doesn't want to break his rhythm. He's got a lot of faith in himself to just record the next 3 outs. You don't see a lot of pitchers mess with the 56 and under until they are forced to.
Yeah, we've talked about this. If you play your cards right, you get 2 free walks in an inning, as long as there's no hits before that, obviously. So it gives you a chance to work it out. Where you start pitching on the 56 and under pitches when you don't feel like your guy's going to throw strikes at any point, you might as well go for those outs early on and hope someone misses a swing. But, I mean, I'm sure you do the same thing. It's like you got a good pitcher on the mound, he walks the guy, you let him get the double and move on with life.
Cam takes a chunk out of the strike zone with strike 1 and then gets Jay Rich to bite for strike 2. The strike zone's taken some abuse the last couple of weeks. It's missing a couple of bits now.
Thank you.
You can see Cam working the corners there as that corner is now sitting here in the broadcast booth. That'll bring Tony Cochran to the plate. Tony about knocked the skin off the ball last time he was up.
Yeah, Tony was all over Josh.
Put one directly in Cam Smith's sternum out at third base.
Tony is a confident swinger. He definitely, or you call him a free swinger, however you would say it. But you got to know how to pitch him. You make a mistake, and he'll hit it over the fence.
Yeah, he has a very aggressive approach at the plate. Not really any glaring weaknesses as a hitter. Does have a bit of a tendency to chase, but you have to be able to work enticing pitches just off the corners to get him to do that. If you leave one too close, he'll go out and get it and make you pay.
He sure will. Yeah, he likes that back heel. His back heel likes to slide out as if like he's stepping out. That's just his mechanism he uses for timing. I've talked to him about it before. He likes to pick that back heel up and kind of resettle. We got other guys in the league that like to walk into the ball, like Ethan Weiner. Everybody has their own different way of doing things.
Ethan Weiner is probably the textbook example of an unorthodox approach that works. Big double there from Tony Cochran.
That's a run.
That plates a run immediately. And that's going to give Tony a lot of confidence when he gets out there on the hill, knowing that he plated one for himself already.
Yeah, this could be a little higher scoring game, I think. We'll see. Here's another guy that was all over the ball last game. Game-winning home run last game against Josh Wheeler.
Cam this year in the regular season went 6-1 in 8 starts with a 1.25 ERA. 1.25, a very good ERA, but not necessarily characteristic of Cam Smith. He did manage to pull out the win in most of those games. And he's been more effective here in the second half of the season leading into the playoffs. But we'll see which Cam we got out there. And you're right, James Klein is seeing the ball very well his last couple of games and into the last game.
James hit a little bit under 200 or right at 200. Is that correct?
Yeah, James Klein hit 200 on the nose
right at
here
200, yep.
with a 675 slugging percentage.
I was going to say probably more not, I wouldn't say shocking, but probably one of the biggest bright spots for him was the fact he hit 6 home runs on the year.
Yeah, a lot of power from the young guy. He's just like he knows how to use that long frame and those long limbs to deliver high velocity pitches. He also knows how to use them to get the barrel of the bat through the zone very quickly.
He does. Yeah, he's got a baseball swing. It's funny, in this league, you do have guys that play some slow pitch softball, and you'll notice their swings are way longer, and you get some of these high school kids that come in, and they can hit this faster pitching because their bat speed's so much quicker. Klein being one of them. Ooh, that's a great pitch.
That's out number 2 there. Yeah, the name of the game in wiffle ball is definitely barrel speed. In baseball, you want to focus a little bit more on keeping, time. You have to have good barrel speed, but you also want time through the zone on your bat. With these extremely light plastic bats, that's harder to achieve. You can't drag the bat through the zone quite as well. But the fundamentals are extremely similar. It's kind of the finer points, the nitpicky stuff that really sets them apart. The one thing I miss when I'm playing wiffle ball versus if I'm playing even softball with a slightly heavier aluminum bat is it's hard to do like a swing down bat momentum approach with a wiffle ball bat.
Yeah, true.
Because they're just not heavy enough on the end to pull the bat through the zone for you like that. You have to give it a little more wrist action. Big swing there from Jay Rich, and that's going to do it for the top of the first. A little bit of damage done with a double walk and then a double. Puts the Archers up 1-0.
Mo WIFF is brought to you by Audi Exchange in Kirkwood. They offer an extensive range of both new and pre-owned vehicles, ensuring that every customer finds a perfect car to fit their needs. In addition to their diverse inventory, they are committed to top-notch vehicle care and excellent maintenance. Call them today at 314-270-1165. Our American League division is brought to you by Alex Eggert Photography. Looking to freeze those unforgettable moments in time? Look no further than Alex Eggert Photography. Whether you're scoring the winning goal, celebrating family milestones, or embracing your senior year, we've got you covered. Book your session today and make every moment click. Our National League division is brought to you by UCC STL. They will recover money owed to you from creditors, collect on your court judgments awarded to you and your business. Go to uccstl.com for more information.
Back here now for the bottom of the first. Tony Cochran's going to take the hill. Try to get it done for these Archers. Drew Maurer not in attendance tonight. So you get your ace, James Klein, and then you get your, you hate to call a guy of Tony's caliber a number 3, but the Archers so stacked with pitching this year, that's kind of the role that he has played. He had a very good regular season pitching, did Tony. Tony's a fantastic pitcher. He went 2-2 with a 1.88 ERA over 16 innings pitched, allowing 6 runs. So he's looking to get something done tonight, see if he can make this one run stand up. Of course, when he gets back to the plate, he's going to be swinging for the fence to give himself more insurance every time.
So you'll see Tony warm up right here in the first inning, but you will not see him take warm-up pitches after any other inning. So he does like to work fast. Tony throws a nice slider. He has a really good screwball, and he has developed a little bit of a changeup over the last few years. But not a big assortment of pitches by any stretch of imagination. He's gonna work you hard inside with that slider, riser, and he's going to throw that screwball on the outside part, hoping to catch you sleeping. Both are good pitches. He's been doing it for a long time. This is his third postseason. Actually, it might be his fourth postseason, but it's his second postseason with the Archers. Scratch that, third postseason with the Archers.
A unique bucket he's working out of out there. You don't see,
yeah, I was noticed that.
You don't see many guys working out of the scrub bucket.
That's what I was going to say. That's a scrub bucket. Yeah, Tony's a great guy, hard hitter, a lot of chatter. Does definitely try to pump himself up with some jaw jacking, as they call it, but it's all in good fun, and he's just a good, genuine guy. So we'll see how this one pans out. But the Bombers got their backs against the wall, down 1-0.
It's a must-win game here. Captain Cam Smith going to step to the plate to lead it off. And he's going to be feeling that pressure.
Cam's bat was a little hotter last game than it has been all year.
Cam's a big-time competitor. You know he wants to get it done for his team here. Sometimes he does have a bit of a tendency to put too much pressure on himself.
He just missed it.
He gets under that one.
Ball's really carrying right now.
Oh, yeah, that cool air takes this ball a long way. Rory had to back up a little more than he was expecting there. Josh Wheeler, who's been red hot of late, now taking his possession at the plate, takes strike one. So Josh Wheeler, after going hitless until about week 14, got so hot after that he's hits 167 for the season.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like he could not get out for the last couple games.
Yeah, he was on fire. We've talked about it. He's one of those guys that in the playoffs you might want to pitch around, but James Klein kind of handled his business with him last game.
Yeah, in game one I mentioned that Josh Wheeler could well be the key to this series.
For sure.
You need him to get it done at the plate, and if this season gets extended to a third game, then he's going to almost certainly be out there looking to take game 3 from James Klein. So you need him to go out there and be the ace killer and get it done with his bat.
So you're going to notice, Tony's not a guy that's going to touch 90. James Klein hitting 100 miles an hour last game a couple different times. So a little different change of pace here, and it looks like the Bombers are a little out in front right now.
I'm a big fan of that, putting pitchers out there that have two very different looks.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Second out of the inning.
So that's where a team like the Mojo is set up pretty well, because they can trot out like a big hit there for a double.
Tommy Dwyer brought his bat with him today.
Tommy with 2 doubles on the night already. But yeah, like the Mojo, they can trot out Connor Jaso, throw it 100, 101 miles an hour, and then follow that with Gus or a Sam Skibby, masters of the control pitching style. And they're just vastly different looks to keep guys guessing. Jake Welnick at the plate now, looking to drive home this run, sitting on second base, get his Bombers right back in it. He gets under that one, it goes foul and out of play.
That's a single.
And that's a single. Just up the right field line. That's going to put runners on second and third. Or first and third.
Well, Cam hit the ball hard his first at bat, just missed a home run, and let's see if he can do some damage here. Could definitely open things up for himself here. Tony with a little grunt. Two outs in this inning. 2 balls to the batter. Oh, that was a strike. At least he swung at a strike there.
Yeah, just over the top of that one.
Cam's got to be feeling it here. This is a big at bat. I know it's early, but it's a big at bat for the Bombers.
All the pressure definitely on the Bombers here. The Archers feeling very confident. Of course, they would love to take this game.
That's a pitch you got to hit there. 2-2.
Archers would love to take this game, but they also feel extremely confident if they have to put the ball back in the hands of James Klein for a game 3. Tony punches Cam out there on a big looping swing. That's going to take us to the top of the second with the score still Archers 1, Bombers yet.
Our Season 5 All-Star Game is brought to you by Commercial Drywall Corp., a national subcontractor specializing in commercial drywall, acoustical ceilings, and finished carpentry. Having a plan is important, but finding the right partner to execute that plan in a cost-effective manner is key. Check them out at www.commercialdrywallcorp.com. Our hitter of the week is sponsored by Lit Cigar Lounge, St. Louis's premier cigar and whiskey bar located in Chesterfield, Missouri at the District. Find them at litstl.com and go give them a follow on all social media. Our pitcher of the week sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings. Craving wings, beer, and nonstop sports? Get to Buffalo Wild Wings where game day lives every day. Whether you're into blazing hot wings, icy cold drafts, or just cheering on your team with a friend, they've got you covered. Check out our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings in Wentzville, Missouri. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
We're back here for the top of the second inning. Rory Rank going to step in here against Cam Smith. These Archers looking to carry some of the momentum that Tony gave them getting out of a jam there in the bottom of the first. That one a little bit high and outside for a ball. That one inside for ball 2.
I think we got football starting tonight, don't we? NFL?
Yeah, tonight is
Think
the
so.
first, it's the opening game of Thursday night football.
Crazy. It's already that time of year.
It's hard for me to think of football season as starting until wiffle ball season is over.
I know.
And then by the time wiffle ball season's over, it's hockey season.
Yep.
I enjoy football, but the NFL left me twice. I mean,
I know.
The Cardinals,
so hard to deal with that.
the Cardinals left me when I was in kindergarten, and then the Rams left recently and really badly screwed over my beloved city of St. Louis.
Yep.
A deadbeat dad only leaves you once.
It's true.
NFL left me twice. And now, starting this year, if you have NFL Red Zone,
I love it.
there's going to be commercials.
No, there's not.
Yeah, I just heard that this morning on, I think it was Rich Eisen. Was talking about
That's going to ruin it.
Red Zone will have commercials in it. You're already paying so that you can watch the Red Zone, watch all the action. Now there's going to be ads. And I don't know if they're going to be ad breaks or if they're going to be like in one of the
the corners?
panels is going to be.
That's horrible. I did
ads.
not know that.
It's just awful.
I've got 3-2. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Yeah,
I know
one
it's 2
got
strikes.
That one got a little piece of the zone for 3-2.
Rory, deep fly to right.
Just barely missed getting all of that one.
Yep.
May have been a bit of a jam job there. I didn't see where he made contact with it.
I feel like he was just a little late on it, but that's a good play by Alex.
Yeah, Alex had a costly error in game 1, but he's a veteran presence out there. He's not going to let that rattle him. He ranges to his left to make that play.
One of the hotter hitters in the league right here, Jay Rich. He almost opened up last game with a home run in the first inning. It was just about 6 inches foul down the left field line off of Josh Wheeler.
Yeah, from this angle in the booth, I couldn't tell if it was foul or not. We had to get a call from somebody closer to the scene.
Yep, it was close.
It was very hard to see if it had maybe curled around the foul pole.
Lots of hits and balls being put into play here tonight. It's nice to see that. I guess nice from everyone but the pitcher's perception, right?
Yeah, as much as I love pitching duels and just the fundamentals of the game, sometimes it's fun to see the bats come alive.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And they've definitely gotten better as the years went on. You've definitely seen some hitters break out of some long slumps.
Yeah, that was sort of the story of this year. We had 7 or 8 historically very good hitters. Great base hit down the right field line there. 7 or 8 historically very, very good hitters go hitless for like the first half of the season. Guys that can get it done at the plate, like Quentin Meyer. unable to get any hits for, I think, the first 6 or 7 games, and he just absolutely came alive in the second half.
Yeah, Sam Skibby struggled a little bit this year. Jordan Smith struggled a little bit this year. Cam Smith with only 1 or 2 hits on the entire year. I mean, just some guys that we're used to seeing hit the ball that really didn't have seasons that you expected. On the other hand, I noticed some guys like Parker Bunch was up towards the top of the averages. Jay Rich up there. Tony Cochran was up there.
Yeah, Cam Smith only 3 hits on the year.
That's not like Cam.
And now that we're into the playoffs, he's dealing with a bit of an oblique injury. He's got those ribs wrapped up tight.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to be impacting him much out on the mound right now. Is maybe not locating quite as well as normal. But he's looking pretty good. So he pumps one in there to Tony Cochran, who just gets on top of it.
I'm going to tell you something. Tony is not a guy I'd want to pitch to tonight. He's all over everything.
He's seeing the ball well.
He's seeing the ball well.
He's pumped up, too.
Look at that.
Yeah,
it's
that
a double.
Gets down.
Second and third.
Tony's a momentum guy. You know, he's a very in-the-moment kind of dude.
Yep.
Which makes him a lot of fun to be around, especially in competitive
double,
environment
second, third.
like this.
Yep. The Archers are smelling blood right now. Here's another one of their hot hitters. He's been all over everybody tonight, too. This team looks dangerous right now. If they win this game, unless the Mambas were to upset the Thunderbirds, we would draw the Archers next week. And I don't think anybody wants to play a team hitting like this right now.
No, it's a buzzsaw you
hitting like this, and a guy throwing 100 miles an hour is not a good combination.
There's not really anybody in this league that you just hope you get to play against.
True.
Especially not out of playoff teams. We talked in the last game how the playoff field came right down to the very last couple of hours of the regular season. But even if you were to take, like, the Melonheads struggled this year with some injuries and some availability. On a night when they're on, they're still tough to beat.
Yeah, they played good wiffle ball the last few weeks. They're just missing that dominant pitcher that can throw. You know, it's just weird. This league has gotten so good. If you throw in the high 70s, you're going to get hit on this league, unfortunately, and just because we're used to seeing 90s, 80s, and 90s. And they just lack that hard thrower. But they have the hitting to compete with anybody, just like you guys have the hitting to compete with anybody. I think the way it shook out, you had 3 teams, 12-5, and 2 teams 7-10, something like maybe 3 teams 7-10. I mean, just for lots of parity in this league, but the records didn't show it.
Yeah, it was 3 teams at 7-10, 2 at 12-5. Just. And then 1 at 11-6.
Yeah. And all of those teams really can beat anybody on any night.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot this year. You do not know for certain who's going to win any single game, and that's what you want to see out of this league.
This is a dangerous situation. He has to pitch 56 and under here with runners at second and third. That was ball 5.
Cam, not a guy who issues a lot of walks. And he's certainly not accustomed to throwing these 56 and under pitches.
No, he's got a nasty 56 pitch, but you're also facing a kid that can see. When it gets to be, I guess you'd say, the sun goes down, sunset, twilight, whatever they call it, it's a little harder to see the ball.
Yeah, we're at one of the more difficult parts of the evening here. The lights have just come on, yet to take effect, so there's a lot of shadows, a lot of glare out there.
Lots of strategy goes into this, too. I mean, you almost would rather have a double walk and just lose 1 run than give up a 3-run home run. There's a nice play. That's a single, so 1 run in. I thought Tommy made it into the Brown play, part of the field, but I guess not.
By rule, that is the defensive team's call whether they made it into to make the play in the infield part of the playing surface. And Tommy must have missed that by just inches.
It had to be. I thought he had a foot in, but
it looked from here as if he had a toe on the brown part of the infield, but
yeah,
it must have been just behind.
Still nobody out, Ken. This could be a big inning, or first and third now.
Tommy M. Wheeler would have had a better angle on it than anybody out there.
Yeah, and nobody argued about it. So,
yeah, Sam Eichenlaub up here with nobody out, looking to break this game open.
Sam's seen Cam plenty over the years. Nice pitch. You're going to call him out on it. Two outs. Runners at first and third. Here's a guy who's had a good night at the plate that doesn't have a ton to show for it, but he's a pesky, ornery son of a gun. He's not a guy you want to pitch to. He's not a guy you want to walk. He sits at the top of the order. He always gets on base. And he can hit you. It doesn't matter how hard you throw.
Yeah, Rory in the regular season had a very good .338 on base percentage. He pops that one up, and that's going to fall foul.
He's got a very quick, compact swing. You can tell. He's been playing wiffle ball for a long time. He's been on, this will be his fourth year with the Archers. Jordan Smith, the captain, his first 2 years, and Rory's second year as a captain. 3 balls. Ball 4. Cam not hitting his spots. Second inning. He's going to have to labor through here. Not let this thing get out of hand. I do think that they will hit Tony. I just don't know if they'll score enough runs. Good pitch.
Yeah, you got to wonder if that oblique is factoring in on Cam now. An injury like that makes it extremely difficult to bend at the waist and have proper pitching mechanics that you need to hit your locations.
Yeah, for sure.
That's ball five. And nowhere to put Rory here.
Nowhere.
Oh, gets on top of that one.
That's tough. That's going to do it, though. And we're going to head to the bottom of the second inning. Bombers trail the Archers.
Inkspot Tattoo Shop, the premier tattoo and piercing shop located at 10 Ellis Avenue in Troy, Missouri. Call 636-528-9465 to book today. Mo WIFF is Big Dave approved. RC's Promotional Consultants Incorporated. PCI believes that strategy and ideation are essential steps to finding the right branded merchandise, apparel, awards, and signage solutions to enhance both your promotional marketing and employee recognition. Please give them a follow and check them out at promotionalconsultants.com. Gametime Tournaments, locally family-owned and operated baseball and softball tournaments. Play at your team's skill level with no additional fees or charges and flexible scheduling. Go to playgametimestl.com for more information.
We're back here for the bottom of the second. 21 minutes, about 22 minutes almost to go on the clock here. As you mentioned earlier, Tony doesn't really throw warm-up pitches. And when you get close to 40 and you're riding high on adrenaline, you don't want to waste any good ones. You want to start pumping them in there like that one to Josh Wheeler, inducing a ground out for a very fast out number 1. This game's certainly not moving as fast as game 1. Had a lot more offensive action here. That one high for ball 1. High again for ball 2.
Tony throws a lot of strikes, doesn't put himself in too much trouble. Oh, you're down 2 runs. That's not the one you want to swing at.
Yeah, Tommy really helping the opposition out on that one. Sunglasses are off for Tommy Dwyer now as the light's starting to take a little bit more effect.
Yep.
A nearly full moon out there staring down at us. Strike there for Tony. This is an exceptionally clear evening.
Yeah.
After the brutal heat and rain that we've been dealing with all year at MO WIFF, it's great to have weather like this. Clear, not much of a breeze, 69 degrees. Excellent conditions for wiffle ball as Tommy waves at that one. That one put him off balance there. He wasn't expecting that speed change from Tony. That's out number 2 in a hurry. Bring in Jake Welnick. Jake has been clutch in the playoffs multiple times before. Let's look to see if he can do it again. Base hit there down the right side. Jake much more athletic than he has been in years past. He's lost, I forget what number he told me, 60 or 70 pounds since last year. He's looking fantastic.
Yeah, really. Probably feels a lot better too, right?
Takes a lot of mileage off the knees. I lost about 80 pounds over the same time frame, and I gained 60 of them back already.
That's fluctuation there, bud.
But it sure feels a lot different. Just getting ready to go on the diet again for the winter. You know, because that's when you do diets, around the holidays, when
That's
you
right.
have to really torture yourself.
Exactly. There's another ground ball back to Tony, and that's going to do it.
That's going to take us to the top of the third. Archer's up 2.
The Hitting Zone, located in O'Fallon, Missouri, over off Hoff Industrial Drive. Check them out at thehittingzone.com. Mo WIFF is brought to you by Audi Exchange in Kirkwood. They offer an extensive range of both new and pre-owned vehicles, ensuring that every customer finds a perfect car to fit their needs. In addition to their diverse inventory, they are committed to top-notch vehicle care and excellent maintenance. Call them today at 314-270-1165. Our hitter of the week is sponsored by Lit Cigar Lounge, St. Louis's premier cigar and whiskey bar located in Chesterfield, Missouri at the District. Find them at litstl.com and go give them a follow on all social media.
Back here now for the top of the third. Jay Rich ready to step in and get us underway. Cam Smith back out on the hill as we're starting to see Mambas and Thunderbirds warming up here for the first game of their series, which will immediately follow the end of this game. You'll want to stick around for that matchup. Cam off the tips of his fingers there, and I think that might be an example of the captain putting a little too much pressure on himself. Should have let that one go to his infield.
Yeah, that's a play that it's a ground ball roller. It's not even really hit hard. You know, but you just get a little antsy on it, and I think he thought that maybe Alex was played too far back, but it's a play you got to let him make. Now you get a pitch to by far one of the hotter hitters.
Good job pulling the string on that one. Gets Tony ahead of it.
1-1.
Tony with a base hit. It's going to be first and second now. Tony is just red hot. You can't put the ball past him right now.
You can't. And that wasn't even a good pitch that he hit. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Well, that's one of the best things about Tony. He's ready to swing at just about any type of pitch in any count. He sees the ball, he hits the ball.
I'm going to make a call here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see James Klein get into one here.
Oh, James thinking the same thing.
That was a violent swing.
Even with the headphones on, we could hear that one from here.
That was violent. Oh, my gosh, what a pitch. What a pitch. It's a veteran pitch.
That's the kind of clutch pitches that Cam expects out of himself.
Yep.
That's what he's going to need the rest of the night as he punches out James Klein there. You can count on your Bombers to get you a couple of runs here, but you cannot let any more damage happen when we got first and second here. With only one out. Sam takes a big hack at that one.
And the Cowboys draw first blood tonight. Ooh, good pitch. Cam all of a sudden starting to find it here. 0-2. Must have been a little outside there. Beautiful night for playoff wiffle ball. They had a good angle of that. He ran Sam out of the batter's box.
Backing Sam off on that one, reminding him that when I'm on the mound, this is my field. Gets him to bite at that one. Low.
2-way.
That's just more veteran pitching, picking your spots. You know, you work a guy high and in a couple of pitches, then you waste one low and trust that you'll get him to bite at it, and that's exactly what we got.
Tell you, it's almost like, I mean, the Archers are batting 5 hitters tonight. A little different strategy than the Bombers. But I would say this, there has been enough balls hit in this infield that having that extra fielder for the Bombers would have made a difference tonight.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right on that one. It's just one more factor for Cam to lay in bed and think about tonight.
Yeah. And the Archers are kind of showing you textbook on batting 5 how easy it can be done, because it seems like Rory just keeps coming back up to the plate.
Yeah, every time you turn your head, he's up there.
Yeah.
But he's down on strikes there. That's going to bring the Bombers back to the plate.
2-0 Bombers, or 2-0 Archers, sorry, as we head to the bottom.
Our Season 5 All-Star Game is brought to you by Commercial Drywall Corp., a national subcontractor specializing in commercial drywall, acoustical ceilings, and finished carpentry. Having a plan is important, but finding the right partner to execute that plan in a cost-effective manner is key. Check them out at www.commercialdrywallcorp.com. Our Pitcher of the Week sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings. Craving wings, beer, and nonstop sports? Get to Buffalo Wild Wings, where game day lives every day. Whether you're into blazing hot wings, icy cold drafts, or just cheering on your team with a friend, they've got you covered. Check out our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings in Wentzville, Missouri.
Back here now, Tony ready to get back to work, riding that momentum as always. He's got to pitch the very dangerous Josh Wheeler. And he will not be intimidated by the red-hot Wheeler. He pumps one right in there.
Wheeler being much more selective tonight has kind of gotten himself, it works like that, you know. Sometimes you're taking pitches you should be swinging at, but he's got himself behind in counts tonight, and that's what happens.
Swing and a miss there for a quick out number 1 on 3 straight pitches. Yeah, it is all too easy to get yourself into that funk where you're thinking like, all right, this is the one, and then you swing at one a foot high.
Yep.
And then you think, okay, he's going to do that again because he made me look silly. And then you take one right down central. And you just get yourself into that rhythm. And sometimes you need a big hit to get yourself out of it. Tommy just under that. Tony takes it himself on the infield for 2 down. 11 minutes and some change here to go in the bottom of the third. With 2 out. Another strike from Tony. He is working right now.
Yeah, and he's working fast, too. You see that Jake's a little early on that pitch.
A little hesitation from Tony.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of junk like that.
I'm personally not a huge fan of the hesitation pitches or the double pump, leg kicks, that kind of thing. I'm more of a traditionalist where pitching is all about fundamentals, mechanics, repeatability. But we got a lot of guys out here that absolutely make it work for them. And then Tony just goes ahead and fires in another strike to Jake there and takes us very, very quickly out of the bottom of the third and into the top of the fourth with his Archers still up.
Our American League division is brought to you by Alex Eggert Photography. Looking to freeze those unforgettable moments in time? Look no further than Alex Eggert Photography. Whether you're scoring the winning goal, celebrating family milestones, or embracing your senior year, we've got you covered. Book your session today and make every moment click. Inkspot Tattoo Shop, the premier tattoo and piercing shop located at 10 Ellis Avenue in Troy, Missouri. Call 636-528-9465 to book today.
And we're back as Cam elects to very quickly get back to pitching as well. Doesn't want to waste any of his remaining energy on too many warm-ups. It's not like he was away from the mound for too long either after that very, very fast half inning
we're getting into
that we saw out of Tony.
Second half of the game here, top of the fourth. Gets a little harder to see this time of night.
Yeah, it's shadows are really creeping over the batter's box here. You got the lights shining in your face. It's, frankly, the light positioning for Catch-22 Miracle Field here at Chesterfield leaves a little bit to be desired.
It does. One away.
Oh, that brings in Tony, and
he is a. I don't know if I would. I don't
one.
think I'd pitch to him the rest of the night if it was anything on the plate. That is unbelievable how hard he's hitting the ball tonight.
Fractions of an inch on the barrel away from that one going to the moon.
Yep.
Vicious swing there from James Klein. You always see these young guys. They got their jewelry on. He's wearing a cross on a chain. And you can tell when they've really swung out of their shoes because now that cross is hanging across his back. Cam says, "What, Tony, you think you can do an inning fast? I'm going to come out here and do it even faster. We're going to the bottom of the fourth in a big hurry."
MO WIFF is brought to you by Audi Exchange in Kirkwood. They offer an extensive range of both new and pre-owned vehicles, ensuring that every customer finds a perfect car to fit their needs. In addition to their diverse inventory, they are committed to top-notch vehicle care and excellent maintenance. Call them today at 314-270-1165.
We're already back here with about 8 minutes to go in this one. Bottom of the fourth now. Cam Smith going to step to the plate.
This is a must-win for the Bombers, or they were eliminated in this best 2 of 3 series.
Bombers need a base runner as Cam takes strike one there. He's pumped up. He's got a lot of momentum, but he's got to remember he can't hit a 2-run homer with nobody on base.
That's right. And unfortunately, they feel those hands around your throat starting to tighten in a little bit.
Big change up from Tony there.
That was a big change up. That thing took forever to get in there. No headshots tonight yet. He actually threw that ball by him.
Great job mixing speeds in that at-bat by Tony Cochran.
Bombers down to the last 5 outs. I could see it's about time Josh Wheeler hits something hard here. I could see something coming from the plate. Nope, no high.
I think Josh might have been thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he had the same thing on his mind.
Thinking it a little too hard there as he chases one that he probably should have let go. Gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Young James Klein being full of energy since he's, I think, 11 years old. Trotting over to pick up those balls for Tony. Ball there that doesn't miss by much.
Whoa.
Goes with the changeup again.
Uh-oh. Full count.
Starting to see a little shine of sweat on Tony's face out there. He's working fast and he's working hard.
Ball 5. I'm sure they'll walk him. No typical quarterback run in for the touchdown.
Tommy Dwyer with a big swing at one there. Tommy with 2 doubles on the night already.
2 strikes early.
He represents the tying run at the plate right now. Tony reaching back for something there. Giving it the oof. Gets Tommy to bite on that one. For out number 2. That's going to bring in Jake Welnick.
Come on, Jake. Come on, baby.
2 outs, tying run at the plate. 2-0.
Hard swing there for Jake. 0-1. Tony bringing the next one. Another big swing, 0-2.
Jake got a good look at that. He just a little over the top of it. 0-2 count. Jake's pumping, looking to hit that tying home run.
That one high for ball 1.
83 on the clock. 83. That's one of Tony's harder pitches of the evening.
Yeah, he's like we've been talking about all evening. He's a momentum guy, and he's really feeling the adrenaline right now.
77 on that one. 2-2. Nobody down the third base line. Tony working the count. 3-2. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jake is seeing him well right here. The second swing that he missed on, he was just an inch above it, and his timing was good. And same thing there, his timing was good, just an inch above it, and a little bit above it. Oh, that's a good pitch.
Great pitch by Tony there to retire the side, and we're going to go to the do-or-die 5th inning. Archers up by...
The Hitting Zone, located in O'Fallon, Missouri, over off Hoff Industrial Drive. Check them out at thehittingzone.com.
All right, we are back here for the top of the 5th inning. It is going to be do-or-die time for the Bombers. They're looking to stave off elimination here in this best 2 of 3 series, down 1-0. Captain Cam Smith going to retake the mound. Absolutely cannot let any more runs plate in this part of the inning. You already have to go out there in the bottom of the 5th and get 2 to keep the game going.
Not going to take any warm-ups here either.
2 is doable. 3 starts looking like a very tough mountain to climb, especially the way Tony's been throwing tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go.
Sam Eichenlaub tips that one. 0-1.
One count.
Stands beginning to fill up back here now.
Yeah, there is actually a decent-sized crowd. Coming off a wonderful tournament, MO WIFF Classic tournament this past weekend.
Yeah, that tournament was just a fantastic event. Large looping swing for Sam there.
If you haven't had a chance to go back and watch it, folks, there's a championship game that's on YouTube, MO WIFF Classic Championship 2025. It was one heck of a game. Team from, I want to say, Texas, Arizona, California area against one of our local teams.
Yeah, great job by Lit City and the Cajuns, both playing through extremely tough bracket play. It looks a base hit there for Sam Eichenlaub. These Archers are all over Cam tonight.
Yeah. So here, this is not a shot at anybody, but when you're just got done facing a guy like Wheeler throwing in the 90s, it does look Cam to be a little more hittable. And if you face Cam first, would it have been different possibly? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he looks like he throws a little harder. I'm not second-guessing his coaching, but having to follow Wheeler up, it does make you just a tad bit more hittable.
Yeah, in the beginning part of the season, we actually ran into that a few times on the Kings before a midseason deal took place, moving Wheeler to the Bombers, where there was one series before the trade that we went ahead and put Justin Hall out first so that he wouldn't have to worry about warming up on a variable time, and so we could take advantage of Justin Hall throws very hard, but Wheeler throws probably 7-8 miles an hour harder.
True story.
So that way you could get the end of the night, or the second game of the night when people are starting to get a little more tired. You start with you have a great start by Justin Hall, and then you have your fireballer come out after him and just erase all hope.
Yeah. And I get the logic of this. They look at it and they say, well, Wheeler's probably your best pitcher. You throw him twice. But I feel like it's just counterproductive in this situation. And it's easy to second guess because Cam's one of the best pitchers in this league. But right now the Archers are putting the bat on everything.
Yeah, another base hit there by Rory Rank, really keeping the line moving. And, the Archers are very confident in Tony Cochran to close this one out with only a 2-run lead. But they love their boy and they want to support him. They'd like that to be about a 45-run lead if they had any say in it.
Yeah. And Cam's getting behind on every count right now.
Yeah, just not characteristic
No.
from Cam.
Nice pitch. Nobody out, though, first and second. We talked about it. That is the 8th Archer hit of the night. Not in the entire night, just on this game. Sorry. It's the 8th hit in this game for the Archers. And only 2 runs, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that a veteran pitcher like Cam can do. Even when they're having a bit of an off night, they can scatter hits. Shades of Adam Wainwright for his last 4 or 5 years.
Yep. Dangerous hitter here, though. 0-2 count.
Gets Jay Rich on strikes. That's big after you got a couple base runners on. Get the situation under control there a little bit before you have to face Tony.
I'll tell you, man, Jay Rich sees the ball so well in the daytime. Just a totally different hitter. I mean, he was fouling everything off early on in the night. Just doesn't pick the ball up at night. It's tough to see as you get older. Lots of glare.
Yeah, I'm about 2 seasons away from seeing if I can do this broadcast via Zoom at my house.
Right.
It's so dark out here.
I know.
I can't hardly see anything.
Me neither.
The combined age of the booth here far in excess of what should be allowed.
Especially for look. That's.
Folks, we told you that Tony was a momentum guy, and the Archers have all the momentum right now, and he just he used all of it to muscle that one over the fence.
That's a line drive. You notice neither one of us made a call on that because he got out in such a hurry.
No, by the time I realized what had happened, they were already fist bumping around home plate.
What are you going to do, huh?
Yeah, that's a tough break for these Bombers after losing a tough game 1 and then really being behind the 8 ball here in game 2. Of course, they're not out of it. No, stranger things have happened, but you're really struggling to keep your head upright if you're a Bomber right now.
A freak play in the first game cost you game 1, and then here in the second game, the Archers have smelled blood, and they're scary right now, and that's who we're going to play next week, Ken. And I don't like the way they're hitting the ball. But they look like a team of destiny to make their 3rd championship series.
Yeah, I think they want to make a statement after falling just short in the championship series, having their hearts broken 2 years in a row. Yep. They want to show that they're for real.
It'll be a good matchup if it happens. Having a Klein versus Pat Ballman matchup will be one hell of a firework matchup. Nice pitch. And then the importance of this game for the Archers is you don't have to pitch a game 3. So hypothetically, if the Bombers could have won this game, you would have had an Archers pitcher. Let's say Klein has to come out and win game 3 and then starts game 1 the exact next game. Really makes things difficult. Now he gets to come in fresh, pitch game 1, and you're back to another series. So.
Oh, yeah. Klein, is fully capable of throwing more than one game if he needs to. But he's human just like the rest of us, even when it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Saving that mileage, especially when he's going to have to face somebody the caliber of a Pat Ballman. That looms large.
Yeah, I think it'll be the first time you've had 2 pitchers going head-to-head that haven't given up a run in the season. Pat's 0, Klein 0.
Yeah, just a crazy statistic.
That'll be a crazy matchup. 2 pitchers in the regular season did give up a run going head-to-head. There's a storyline for you. That's going to do it. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Ken.
Last chance for these Bombers with the Archers up 5-0.
Our Pitcher of the Week sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings. Craving wings, beer, and nonstop sports? Get to Buffalo Wild Wings where game day lives every day. Whether you're into blazing hot wings, icy cold drafts, or just cheering on your team with a friend, they've got you covered. Check out our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings in Wentzville, Missouri. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
So it looks like Tony ready to go here, just waiting for the Bombers to step up to the plate while they talk a little bit of strategery here before stepping in. And Tony, he's a caged tiger right now, pacing back and forth. He is just ready to go.
I mean, he's been a difference maker tonight.
Oh, absolutely. He's easily the MVP of this series if things stay the way they
100%. He had the hit right before Klein hit the 2-run home run. That's why it was 2-0. And then tonight he has a 3-run home run and a couple singles in this game.
Yeah, he's just unstoppable. You can't throw the ball past him. And he's got a little something extra out on the mound.
Yeah, he's not 78 to 83 miles an hour. Isn't blowing anyone away, but he's making good pitches.
Tony's always a good pitcher, but there's just something about him tonight.
Yep. And, of course, the Bombers now are really, really in a deep hole.
Cam goes chasing that one. 2 strikes.
We've all been where Cam's at right now. Feel like you got to hit a 5-run home run.
Yeah, baseball, wiffle ball, any of the bat and ball sports, they're essentially the ultimate team sport. You need everybody to get it done. And when the pressure's on and it's just you and just the pitcher up there, which is the beautiful nature of this game, sometimes it just feels like, how can I possibly get up that hill? How can I possibly make something happen for my team when I'm only one guy?
Yep.
And you all just have to lean on each other. It's what makes this game just so beautiful and romantic.
Another strike.
That one just foul. So the Archers infield was ready to pounce on that one. Tony with that changeup.
So just to prep the next series for you. 2-2 count. 1 strike away. Prep the next series we have coming up for you right after, if you're watching live, right after this broadcast will be the number 6 seed Mamas and the number 3 seed Thunderbirds. If you're watching this game Friday night, it'll be tomorrow. You'll catch the... Sorry, I messed up there. That was a strikeout.
Yeah, that was a strikeout to Josh Wheeler.
2 outs. Sorry.
Tommy Dwyer, the last hope of the Bombers now. Got to get the carousel moving.
2 balls to him quickly, though.
You're going to need to get a minimum of 5 consecutive guys on base here. So you can't be greedy.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I mean, I shouldn't say shocked, but a little shocked that the Bombers come out so free swinging in this inning, down 5 runs. I feel like you're facing Tony, who throws a lot of strikes anyway. I guess it's not.
Yeah, you can't count on Tony to put you on base for free, but yeah, there have been a couple of chases here when you need a bit of more disciplined approach when you're down like this. Tommy grounds out, and that's going to take care of this one. The Archers with a statement series, I would say. A fantastic performance by James Klein, taking advantage of a little bit of luck in game one, which is what great teams do. They take every opportunity that comes to them. And then Tony Cochran putting the team on his back and making it happen here in game two. So the Bombers are going to be eliminated. The Archers are going to move on to take on the Purge next week. And that's going to do it for this game. Please stick around for the Thunderbirds and Mambas in the next series. But for Tom Wilkerson, I'm Ken Bone saying thanks for watching.